Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared, and today we are checking out the KUNWU Zen. Now, I've only gotten to check out one other KUNWU knife in the past. The packaging is really nice. Comes even with a wrench to take apart your knife, and there is the name. Now, like I said, I've only tried one other KUNWU knife, but I was very impressed with it. Now, this is the Zen, and it is in Elmax steel, which I love Elmax steel. Beautiful satin finish. Titanium frame lock. Titanium milled pocket clip and backspacer. Then we have a Damascus pivot collar. You can see their logo down there. An orange peel finish on the flats. A couple chamfers around the edges. It is fairly comfortable. I have this spot right here that's very comfortable for the thumb. The jimping is really good. Good access to the lock bar, or at least decent. They don't give you anything to cut out here, but the way it's chamfered on both sides, it's very easy. And the detent is nice and early, so it's easy to get past, and it is. Very smooth. This is fresh out of the box. I have not, it is perfectly centered. I have not oiled it or anything like that. Now we have three forms of deployment. We have the flipper tab, and the detent is really good on this. I remember the other one I got to try, also really good detent. They're good at tuning their detents. This is nice and snappy, has a good nice sound to it. Then you have the reverse flick. Good access to the hole. The hole lands right where I want it. Now the thumb flick, you have to lower your thumb down in there to get it, but you can get it. I can slow roll it. I can thumb it. The reverse flick is a little bit better, but you can do it. Then you have the top flipper. Now, got to give them credit for this top flipper. This is a top flipper that's very similar to Devo, the Devo Buzz, almost, where, you know, kind of. But it works the exact same way, and I love the way they did the jimping. The jimping is extremely well done. You just put it on top, and you kind of act like you're lighting a lighter. So you basically are pulling down, and that's how you flip it open. So instead of coming over to the front and flipping it like that, which you can do, obviously, I can do the little roll. It's not as easy doing this roll, but because the way you got to catch it, but you can easily do that. Or just the regular front flip where you just put your finger on there and either slide straight back or straight down. And it works great. The detent, I can fail it with the regular flipper tab, but any amount of effort, it's snapping out with authority. So in order to fail it, you have to mean to. You have to actually try to. A good ergos, even, you know, you got this finger choil area so you can choke up. Beautiful blade with the beautiful satin, somewhat of a crowned spine. You know, like I said, this jimping is extremely well done, feels good in the hand. It's good looking. It's hard, you know, I've already threw it in the pocket. I did carry it around, you know, yeah, I've just recently got it, but, you know, I've been carrying it for a couple hours, and, yeah, I threw it right in the pocket. The clip works great. Lots of milling on the inside. The lockup, solid lockup. No play any direction, and I like the sound of the lockup. It locks in place with authority, which is good. You know, you don't have it failing to engage. Elmax steel. So, Elmax steel, you know, it's very different from M390, but as far as how it responds, it's very similar. I've dealt with a lot of Elmax, a lot of M390, and, you know, sharpening and everything, they're very, very similar. As far as the types of edges they take, the toughness, the edge retention, the stain resistance, all that good stuff. So, you know, I like Elmax. I've always liked Elmax. Now, for lefties, can you reverse flick it? Yes, but you can lock yourself out also. You kind of have to either ride the clip or try to figure out how to use the back of your thumb so you don't lock yourself out of the lock bar. But I can do it. I mean, I'm not a lefty, and I can do it pretty reliably. But it doesn't have reversible clips, so I do like the touch of the pivot collar. I love that. Now, I know it would have been more money, but I would have loved to have seen the clip and the back spacer. Oh, that would have been so nice. Or another pivot collar on this side. That would have been really, really nice. Because this side, you know, you got that pop, and on this side you don't. So I'd like to see that. But regardless, very, very nice. Landing zone when you flip it too. I should have mentioned this. Flipper tab has great jimping. And when you fire it off, I didn't mean to do that. You have a nice landing zone right here for your finger. So it's nice and comfortable when you launch it. And we have internal stop pins. Love to see that. Awesome. Plunge grind sharpening choil. It's, the flipper tab angles down right here, so it's very comfortable in the hand to put your finger there. So it's somewhat of a finger choil more than just a sharpening choil. And, I imagine you'll get a few good sharpenings off of it before you hit the plunge grind. So not a big deal. But yeah, the finish, it feels like good build quality. I like the finish on the handles are really nice. I like the satin blade. The blade finishing looks really good. Yeah, really good quality. I can't deny that at all. Complaints, the only complaints I really have is T6s. Why aren't they T8s? We'd way rather see T8s. That'd probably be my biggest complaint right now. Other than that, I don't really have anything. I mean, I always like more access to my lock bar, but I can't complain about it because it's not hard at all. Like, I'm not fighting for it whatsoever. So, really, the only complaint I got is T6s, man. I'd like to see T8s. Let me see. Is there any wiggle? Does it have shift? They fit the clip in here pretty good, so there's not really any shift. I might be able to muscle it a tiny bit, but it's pretty good. But you usually want 2 screws, or at the very least inset it deeper, or double inset it, so that you don't have to is it starting to come off center? Looks like I might have to tweak the pivot a little bit. Not a big deal. I've been sitting here flipping it for a while, so no play, but I know it was perfectly centered before. But anyways, there you guys go. I love you guys. Good looking knife, and I will link everything I can down in the description. Peace.